Hello everyone and welcome to TradeGuide YouTube channel. So in today's video we are going to cover that how do we find out the support and resistance level from live option chain. How do we find out the support and resistance level and we use it for our trading. So let's start the video. Uh, you have to go to the left hand side option and the live option chain over here. When you click on the live option chain, this page appears, the option chain appears. Now today we are going to learn that how do we read this option chain and how do we find support and resistance level from this option chain data. Now this is the similar kind of data that is on the NSE website. So you can see that here all the contracts over here are in yellow color. They are highlighted in yellow color, and below all the contracts are highlighted in white color. Similarly, on the put side, you can see that here all the contracts are highlighted in the white color, and below that all the contracts are highlighted in the yellow color. So what does this mean is basically the yellow highlight is for the in the money contracts, and the yellow highlight over here is also for the in the money contract, and the white highlight on both the sides is for the out of the money contracts. So one of the important things is that major trading, major activity is seen on the out of the money contract because premium is less, and compared to the in the money contract where premium is high because time value and intrinsic value both play an important role in the money contract, whereas in the out of the money contract only time value exists. So premium is comparatively low, so we see major action in out of the money contracts. So let's begin to understand what is the meaning of all these columns present over here. Open interest, change in open interest, volume, implied volatility, last traded premium, net change, bid quantity, bid price, ask quantity. So the first column is open interest. So what does open interest means is open interest is basically the number of contracts traded at that particular strike price, number of open contracts that exist at that particular strike price rather. So if I take an example of 10,600 and here it is 1,76,100. So 1,76,100 open contracts exist at this price point. The open contract here means a buyer with a seller. So there are this many buyers and sellers present over here. Now buyer and seller doesn't generally mean people, but these many buying and selling contracts are there at this particular price point. Okay, so this is the meaning of open interest, a buying and a selling contract. Change in open interest denotes the change that has taken place, like the addition or subtraction that has taken place on that particular open interest. So here you can see 2,34,300 minus. This means this OI was a greater number which was reduced by 2,34,300, and then the final product that we get is this number. Okay, so this is the net change in OI. Okay, so this and the third column here we have is the volume. The volume, so volume here basically says the amount of trading that has been done today. So today at this date, how many contracts have been traded in the open market is highlighted in the volume. So here it is 1,15,158 contracts has been traded today, and this is the data. The next column that we have is implied volatility. So what is implied volatility? If we talk in a general overview term, a macro term, implied volatility, if it is 20%, then a particular stock or a particular index is having implied volatility of suppose 20%, then it is expected that after 365 days, that is 52 trading weeks, a whole year, the upside and the downside movement of that particular index or stock is 20%. Like it can either move up by 20% or it can move down by 20% in the whole year. This is the meaning of implied volatility. After that, we have the premium. Okay, so the premium is the amount that we pay to enter into the option contract. To enter the option contract, we pay the premium. Like here right now, the premium is 144.40, and there is a net change in the premium which is highlighted in green color, that is 87.55. So this was a smaller number which was added, which was increased by 87.55, and then the resultant number is 144.40. Okay, so this is our premium, and this is the increase in premium. Like it's the net change, but the net change has been increasing here. After that, we have the bid quantity, bid price, and ask quantity. So, what is the bid quantity? The buyer buying the contract and seller selling the contract. So the bid quantity, as it is here 150, shows the number of buyers that are present at that particular strike price who are willing to buy at this particular price. So the price quoted by the buyers is 141.40 and the number of buyers are 150. So this is the price quoted by the buyers and these are the number of buyers. The ask price is the price which was agreed upon by the seller, at which the seller is willing to sell the option contract, which is 144.95, and the number of sellers, the selling quantity, is 75. So this shows the difference between the demand and supply, kind of demand and supply, and this was the complete the meaning of all these columns present over here. Similarly, you have the columns on the other end also. So now we are going to see that how do we find the support and the resistance level of the index that we are looking at. So right now here we are looking at Nifty. So how do we find the resistance and the support level for Nifty? So right now the last traded price of Nifty was 10,735. So we select the strike price of 10,750. Now let's see. One more thing that is to be covered is that at various strike prices you see the volume to be zero and other data is also zero. So what does this mean? That there is no other data. What does this generally mean is that there is no market sentiment regarding that particular strike price. So there are no participants who are willing to bet on that, and that is why we do not have any data of that. Here you can see that at 10,450 the volume is only 2, but there is a number, and here at 10,150, 10,100 there is no volume, so there are no participants over there. Okay, so now we are going to find the support and resistance by using open interest. So one important thing that whenever we want to find the support, we use the put, and whenever we want to find the resistance, we use the call. So the put side, where you see this is 10,600, we have high open interest, just 15,30,975, and 10,700 also we have high open interest. So we have 2 points with high open interest, so these can act as support. Okay, and when we go to find the resistance level, which is obviously above the market price, so we can see 10,800 having having this high open interest acts as a resistance level, and 10,900 also acts as a strong resistance level. So this is how we find support and resistance. It's fairly simple, and all you have to do is to observe the number of the open interest at this point. So the higher the open interest, the stronger the support of the resistance will be. In order to simplify this, we have another tool, that is our OI chart. So when you go to the OI chart, there is a second chart over here, the open interest distribution chart. Okay. So when you see the open interest distribution chart, you see there is a OI, call OI over here, and call OI over here, put OI and put OI. So the red bars are basically the put open interest, and the blue bars are basically the call open interest. Right now, Nifty is at 10,735. So we take the strike of 10,750. So right now we are here. So if market moves forward, we have a resistance at 10,800. We have a comparatively smaller resistance level at 10,850 and another resistance at 10,900. And if market from here goes to a bearish move, we have a support at 10,700 and then again we have a support at 10,600. So this is how you can easily see the level of resistance and support that are available for in a bar chart format. So it becomes comparatively simpler. So this is how you find out the resistance and support to any stock or any index. We have done it for Nifty. You can do it for any stock as well. So this was for today's video. Hit the like button if you find this video useful, and subscribe to our channel so that you can get notified for whenever we bring any updates. And if you have any query related to this video or any other topic, you can just describe your issue in the support panel and request a callback. You have to just go and here and click to the support panel and describe your issue and request a callback, and our executive will call you, and we will be happy to address any of your queries or questions. Uh, that's all for today. Thank you and happy trading.